Good evening and welcome. Hopefully you can hear me. Please give us a thumbs up and a yes if you can, because I can't get it up on YouTube for some reason. Let's try a different way. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Okay, good evening. Welcome to round 4 of season 5 of Formula X. I'm going to try and walk and talk. I'm going to try and get this to work. Let's try Google Chrome rather than Edge. I hope we do. There we go. Right, we have the power and the technology. Right, hopefully there is sound. Stick someone in the chat. Say hi. Right, so round 4. After the Blue Moon Oval last weekend, which I think Jam did on the Monday, as I was sipping Estrella on the beach in Mallorca. We are here in Japan, round 4. Right, qualifying I think is underway. Let's get going and have a watch, see who's out. It should be TB4 in his Brawn. So, usual format, which hopefully you're starting to get used to now, is that the drivers go out one at a time, or in the case of this track, because it's quite a long one. So this is Kyoto, which is the double length version, which is Yamagiwa and Miyabi format. I'll take you around the layout when we get a moment. So this is a long track. Like 4-ish something miles, so I imagine the driver's going to be going out 2 at a time. Yes, they are, because Barbarossa is also out. So, usual format, the drivers go out through their hot lap, and they have a predetermined set of tyres they'll be using. So, I'll just bring that up. So, TB4, who's a fairly new entrant in the Brawn, he is using mediums. So if you remember from previous rounds, each driver has a certain number of soft, medium and hards to use in qualifying, and they have to take their pick and decide which tyres they want to use for which race. So TB4 is on mediums as he goes into his hot lap now, into the first corner, a long left-hander. So a bit of a lift there as he goes through, then make sure don't run out on the curb as you come out, because that's an evil curb and should be flat through the S's. Up the hill, over the brow, and then we'll drop down into another very long left-hander. You'll see this track is made of lots of long corners, which are horrific for tyre wear. So he now drops down here, and now he goes into the intersection between 2 different tracks. Right, so up the hill through a chicane, and then into yet another long sweeping corner, which is not quite flat, has a bit of a lift and a downshift, around it goes. Let's see if Barbarossa started. He is onto his hot lap as well, so for some reason we're not getting splits, which is really annoying. Right, into a bit of a clumsy section now. Let's go on board. Go from the top of the halo. So up the hill we go. Flat out over the crest into a kink, then a tight left-hand hairpin, which is I believe is turn 16. I think it's called 35R. Then a really tricky section as we come down the hill into a very quick right, then into a tightening left. That's hard to get right, but it looks like he took that pretty nicely. And then one more corner to go on the overtake button. The two has missed his slot, unfortunately. So let's see what TB4 does. First across the line he goes. It's going to be a 1 minute 54.042. Right, so that's the Barbaroso is doing. He's now just coming round the Yabi section, and we've got splits. Yay, yay, yay. Thank you, GT7. We've got splits. He's half a second up. That looked a little bit sketchy as he goes through the transition. Now onto the Yamagiwa section of the track again. Into 35R. That's a nice shot. Let's see how Digi's doing in the Ferrari. He's just come out the S's. We should get a split as he goes over the top on the overtake as we go all the way down the hill. He's up by nearly 410. He's on softs, and Barbaroso is on mediums as well. So two medium runners going out so far, and then Digi is on the soft. So let's see what Barbaroso in the arrows can do. Evening, Rob on drums. Hello. This should be an interesting race. Yeah, time where it's going to be. So he goes on to pole by 3/4 of a second. There's a 53.3. So Digi, let's see how he's doing. He's on his soft, so he should have quite an advantage here. He's half a second up, which is not huge given how long this track is. But he's got big advantages now. Extended that to nearly 9/10 now. He runs it really wide. Looks like that was flat. Jam starting his lap as well in the Ferrari, so both Ferraris out together. Now you probably guessed that the drivers are going out in reverse drop score championship order. So Bunnies, for instance, who's leading on drop scores, he will be out last. Right, so how's Jam doing? He's still 1.8 up now, so you can see those softs are really doing their damage now. He comes through that tight right left, and Jam nearer. The Jam's just starting his hot lap now. So we've got a little bit of a gap, because it looks like Tulu may have missed his slot. Oh, did you hit the wall there? I don't think so. Right, so Digi goes to the pole with a 50.6, so well clear. Well clear. So Jam, let's see how Jam's doing. And Tulu is also out now in the Toyota. Wolfbane is also out. So Digi, we've seen that. So Digi's done a 50.6. Jam comes down the hill into this clumsy transition between the two tracks. Hopefully we'll get a nice overhead shot that you can see it. So for the drivers who are watching, I'm sure there's drivers watching, come and say hello. Let me know how you're feeling. Right, so how's Jam doing? Hi Mum, Mum's in the house. Let's see if we come up to a split. It should be a split soon. Are we going to get the times? No, randomly we're not. How weird is that? Right, and Tulu's on his outlap. Spunmeyer, right, in the Brawn. He's on medium, so he's aiming for sort of moments third or fourth on the grid, which is where the medium runners are running. Spunmeyer's out as well. He's on outlap. Drunk Susan's outlap. So let's have a look, see how Jam's doing. I have no idea how this works in terms of splits. Why that doesn't give us splits. There we go. So into this downhill, very quick chicane. That looked neat and tidy from Jam. I think Jam is using the controller. So he's getting some good pace out of the controller. You pad users, I have no idea. Oh no, Jam just pushes it a bit too hard coming out of the final corner. That looked to be a good lap too. He's on the softs. Where's they going to put him? Puts in 6th. So he's not even made it past the medium, so he'll be kicking himself for that. Right, and Tulu's on his outlap. Wolfbane, let's see how Wolfbane's doing. He is on mediums as well. So Wolfbane's been on his mediums quite a lot. his qualifying stint so far. Let's see what he can do. Comes across the line in the brawn. This is going to be quick. This is quick. This is good. This is very good. So Wolfbane has done. I didn't give me the time. It's a bit annoying. Okay, let's go to this. We didn't get the time for Wolfbane, but that looked good. That looked quick. So Spunmire lighting up his front tyres. He goes around these long duration radius corners into the transition into Toyota. Spunmire is had a good start of the season. On cumulative points, he's actually doing pretty well. Of course, named after the famous Aliens character who got splunked in his spaceship. And Spunmire is up. He is up, and we've just got another couple of corners left, so this is going to be close to see what he can do. Can he wrestle pole from Digi? Both on the softs. Can he get a nice clean exit? That looked pretty good. As he comes screaming towards the line now, he's out of overtake. He's used it all up. Is that going to cost him a little bit of the run to the line? It doesn't. He gets fastest. He's on pole by 98,000. So a great lap there by Spunmire. Who else is on the lap? So it's Drunk Susan and Lotus. Let's see how he goes. He's on the medium though, so you'll probably be hoping for 4th or 5th on the grid so far. Let's see. Let's have a bit of an on board with him. We go through the tyre hairpin and then into this downhill. I think the first bit might be flat. It is. On the overtake into it, and then down to the 4th gear. Make sure you don't hit that curb too hard. Then into the final 50R. You know, so this is Japan. A lot of their corners have radius names. So decent exit. I don't think this is going to certainly trouble the front row. He's keeping it nice and tight the pit wall to keep the shortest distance, and he goes 4th. A good lap with that. But so Wolfbane there did a what's that? A 51 on medium. That's a mega lap for Wolfbane. You must be really pleased with that. Right, let's go now with Alexis. He's on a quick one. He's purple so far. Cthulhu has just come over the line as well, and JJ Trim. Let's have see how he's doing his arrows. We'll keep an eye on Lexus because Lexus is on softs and he's on mediums. So Lexus is purple on mediums in the Aston. So Lexus and the Cthulhu, of course, the Aston's scoring a dominant 1-2 in the ovals. So the Astons are flying. Let's just see what this next split is. Yeah, we haven't got a split there. Okay. We'll go back to then JJ. Where's JJ? JJ's coming across the line and see what he can do on these mediums. He pops into 4th, so a cracking lap from him as well. Up to 4th in the arrows. Let's see what Lexus is doing, also on mediums. Where the pressure gets to the drivers. Make sure you don't bin it, because if you bin it, you only get one shot and you're at the back of the grid. Of course, last time we did the live transmission of qualifying, Alexis made a mistake, I think, coming out the last corner. So let's see if we can keep it neat and tidy. Understeer as he goes through, but not too bad. A bit of lag. The game's still not sorted. So I think summer late is going to be about 52 or 53. It's a 53.069. So goes into 6th. Let's see who's next on. So we've got Cthulhu, his teammate in the Aston. Cool Duboy is also on a run. Cool Duboy on hards. So that's going to struggle to get a decent lap time of that. Cthulhu's on mediums. And we've only got 13 drivers, so I think we must have lost one. Alright, so see what Cthulhu can do. And Cool Duboy. Oh, Cool Duboy looks like he's gone off. And he's got a bit of damage as well. That's not going to help. So the hard's always a gamble, especially this track. So Cthulhu is coming round the last corner. Let's see what he can do. I think Cthulhu has had an adventure as well, because this is going to be probably the slowest time so far. Yeah, it is. So a 2-minute 0.3. So he puts him 10th. Cool Duboy, I think, has obviously made a bit of a mistake. And here's Bunny, so the championship leader. He's on softs as well. So Bunny is a definite threat for pole. Cool Duboy, let's see how he's doing. on the hard side. I don't think that's going to be. He's had an off as well, so it's going to be a tricky lap. But let's have a look at Bunnies. This is what Spunkmeyer and Digi are going to be watching. Oh, he's really pushing. He's going round the outside. So coming into the transition, let's see what Cool Do Boy is going to come up with. So this is probably going to put him sort of mid to the bottom. So he goes 10th. So he beats Cthulhu, but starts 10th. Not what Cool Do Boy will be after. But so Bunnies. Unfortunately, I don't think we're getting splits, which is a real shame. All eyes on Bunnies. Let's see what he can pull out the bag. Team Lotus had a good start to the year so far. Last couple of corners into this tricky chicane. Looked a little bit wide, but okay. Didn't run it out wide on the exit, so that's good. Right, last corner. Took a bit of the inside curve. Got a bit wide going out, coming out. This is going to be tight, but I don't think he's got it. I think Spunkmeyer can breathe. This is going to be a 51, I think. 51.5. So, there we have it. And does a little spin, which I'm sure he'll get disqualified for. Right, so, grid order. Cracking qualifying. So, Spunkmeyer on pole by a 100th of a second. Couldn't be closer. 98 thousandths. From Digi. So Spunkmeyer in the Toyota. He's on pole with Digi in the Ferrari in second, right behind him, and then Wolfbane, which I would suggest is the lap of the session. Let me just double check. I think he was on mediums, because sometimes the drivers change it. Yeah, he was on mediums. So Wolfbane third on the grid, less than half a second off pole. That's a great lap. And we got Bunnies, half a second down. Bunnies, see, this is where it's confusing. Bunnies was on softs, but he's now switched to mediums. So Bunnies was on softs, he's on fourth on the grid. And JJ Trim in the Arrows, he was another medium runner, so he's done a sterling job to put fifth as well. Drunk Susan for Lotus, he was on mediums, he's sixth on the grid. And Alexis in the Aston, he was also on mediums, he's seventh on the grid. Barboso also on mediums, lots of mediums tonight on the grid in qualifying. So he in the Arrows is 8th, and then SNL Jam in 9th. Wolfbane saying not being able to practice quality laps with overtake makes it tricky. Yes, although you can do custom races, then you can kind of play around. There's a little tip for you. You do a custom race and then you can do it. The Jam on 9th on the grid. He was also on softs as well, so a mistake coming out last corner puts him down at 9th. That's the pressure of the one-shot qualifying. Then TB4 in the Brawn is 10th. He was on mediums. Cool Do Boy, as we saw on hards. Looks like he's going to try and go for a flyer and go through the field on softs. He's 11th. Cthulhu is 12th in his Aston, and he was on mediums. And then in Tulu is 13th in his Toyota. Right, so there we go. That's the grid. We just got to wait now for qualifying timer to tick down. So let's have a look at the tyres for the race. Right, so let's go back into that mode. Can I come out? No, I can't. Right. Let's get that back on. Probably won't stick. Right, so Spunkmeyer on pole. He is, where are you? He's in the Toyota. He has 2 sets of softs and a medium. Cool Do Boy saying, sing a song while we're waiting. No, I could get the guitar out. You wouldn't be that lucky to hear me sing. Right, so Spunkmeyer in pole. He's got 2 sets of softs and the mediums. Now, I've not had a chance to do any testing myself. I have no idea what tyre deg's going to be like, but I imagine tyre deg's going to be high, because it always is at this track. If you look at the top right hand corner, you will see the track map, and you can see turn 1, long fast corner, turn 6 through the S, after the S's, long corner, then you've got 2 hairpins, then you've got another very long corner after the chicane. It's all long radius corners, putting a lot of wear particularly onto that front right. So we'll see how the softs go. Personally, I would have gone for mediums in this race, but then again I did that in last season GTE and it was a rubbish decision, so let's see how it goes. So Spuntmeier's got 2 sets of softs and medium. I would imagine he's going to use both. Something we've noticed in previous rounds is that even though the drivers have chosen 3 sets of tyres, they don't always use them. So for instance, a lot of drivers have picked hards and actually not actually used them, so you lose them out of your allocation. So there's a number of softs, there's a number of mediums, a number of hards that each driver has. And we'll go into the intricacies of the penalty system that comes if you do well. But everyone has an allocated set number of tyres. But if you don't use them, if you pick up, say, a set of hards, but you don't use them in the race, you lose it. But I would imagine Spuntmeier with 2 sets of softs and the medium, he's going to use all 3. So then Digi has, again, 2 sets of softs and the medium. So same strategy as Spuntmeier in the Ferrari. Digi is good on his tyres, always has been. So we'll see how that plays out. Wolfbane looks like he's starting on mediums. He has, where is Wolfbane? Why can't I see Wolf? There, he's at the top. So he has a set of softs and 2 mediums. So that could be interesting when we'll see the wear. Bunny's in 4th. Current championship leader. He has 2 sets of mediums and a hard. So Bunny's obviously hoping that there's some gratuitous tyre wear going on. And he doesn't lose out too much by going towards the harder end of the tyre choices. JJ Trim. 2 sets of softs and mediums. Interesting. So again, another 2 sets of softs and mediums. Drunk Susan in the Lotus. Soft, medium and hard. So you can see here, there's a lot of different strategies going on here. There's a few that have taken double soft mediums, but there's a lot of different strategies going on. Lexus, I think he won the last race, didn't he? I'll double check. That's Cthulhu. Sorry, apologies. Cthulhu won the last race. Trimmy says he's got 2 mediums and a soft. Right, there was a change, wasn't there? So, car 97. Ah, okay. See, it's Spuntmeier. So you've actually, okay, yeah. So you got 2 mediums and soft. So right, interesting. We'll keep an eye on that. Right, so Lexus, who came second in the last race, he's got a soft and 2 mediums. Barboso in the Arrows has got a soft and 2 mediums. I'm going to be quizzing you on this afterwards. I expect you to remember this. Jam in the Ferrari. Jam has chosen 2 softs and mediums. So there's quite a few people going for the double soft. So maybe the tyre dig isn't as bad as I thought. TB4, soft and double mediums like his teammates. So both Brawn's going the same. Cool Dude Boy, soft, medium and hards. So Cool Dude Boy, Drunk Susan and Carl Trim, who I don't think has made it tonight, they're all on soft, medium and hards. So interesting. Cthulhu, he will be soft and double mediums, and then finally Intulu will be double soft medium. So lots of different strategies, you can tell. Right, so we're just waiting for this to run down. There's 1 minute and 11 left. Let's talk championship tables, shall we? Right, so currently then the order is the drop score rule is starting to come into play because we've had 3 rounds. So your best 8 of 10 round score. So effectively with 1 score on the board, the best score of each driver. Bunnies is leading for Lotus with 31, and then Cool Do Boy, Cthulhu are joint on 30. Alexis is on 26. JJ Trim is on 25. Drunk Susan's on 21 with Spuntmeier and the Toyota also on 21. Wolfbane's on 18 in 8th. Jam is 9th on 16. And Tulu is 10th on 12. Digi is 11th on 8. Barboso and TB4 joint on 7th for 12th place. 14th is Carl Trim with 5, and then Raptor Brawn GP, who's now left, is 15th. But if I look at, keep on the timers, if we look at the total scores, Cthulhu's leading. Cthulhu and Lexus, the Astons, are both leading the championship on 58 points. So what to play for. Right, a quick look at the grid then. We've already said it's Spunmire, Digi and Wolfbane that make out the top 3. We'll just wait for everything to get ready to go. So yeah, Cthulhu and Lexus, the Aston drivers, are both tied on 58, with Spunmire 56, Cool Dubai 54. So you can see their top 4 are very close. Drunk Susan's on 48 and Bunnies is on 47. So even though Bunnies is leading the championship on drop scores, he's actually only 6th. So we're ready to go. Let's go for a quick yay. And we'll be firing away. Let's get back to the tyres, because that's always the most useful one. Right. Let's get ready to rumble. That on. That off. We are ready. So we got Spunmire on pole. Could be his first pole. Is he going to lead into the first corner? It's a pretty straight run, like 5 lights, and we are away. Spunmire takes it off the grid. A good start from him. Looks like him and Digi are equal to each other, but Spunmire looks like he's got it. He's going to take a wide line in. Is Digi going to cut in? No, he doesn't. So Digi goes out a bit wide. Wolfbane has also gone a little bit wide, but he's trying to go around. And that, who is that? Bunny's that a cracker. Bunny's that screamer. He's gone up to 3rd. So we have to try and keep up. They go flying through the S's. Wolfbane is trying to get back onto Bunnies. So it looks like Digi is going to try and go down the inside. That's a rubbish view. Thank you. What we've got there. So Bunnies is up to a 2nd now. Oh, it's gone lit up. Oh, we got some. Wolfbane looks like he's gone wide. Oh, Wolfbane's gone down. So such a great qualifying. He's down to 10th. Right, let's try and go back to JJ Trim now. Has got up to 2nd. Spunmire has already got a 1.2 second lead. So JJ Trim now is up to 2nd place. Bunnies is 3rd. Digi's been bundled back down to 4th. So JJ Trim's had an absolute mega start. I should really make a note where the grids are. But so Bunny's in 3rd, Digi's in 4th. Oh, who's that? Cool Dude Boy on his softs has dropped it through the S's. It's a bit of an odd place to go. So he's dropped down to 10th. He seems to love giving himself a hard time on the first lap. He loves coming through the field. So Digi is in 4th, but Boso is up to 5th. The Arrows had a good start as well. So Cthulhu, where's Cthulhu gone? He's gone off as well. So Cthulhu has gone off. So we've got a lot of drivers here making mistakes on the first few laps. Drunk Susan also has gone off. It looks like Drunk Susan is waiting. Who is he waiting for? He is waiting for Cthulhu or Alexis. And Alexis has gone off as well. So the Astons had such a good start, and now they're down 11th and 13th. And it looks like Drunk Susan got involved in a bit of a skirmish as well. I'm going to try and go back, but I don't think I can. Let's have a look. I think we might have missed it. Yeah, we missed it. Right, I'll try and get a bit sharp on that. Right, so up at the front, Spunmire across the line, got 1 second lead from JJ Trim in the Arrows. So good, that was a perfect start for Spunmire. Be happy with that. So JJ is in 2nd place in the Arrows. Bunny's in 3rd on his mediums. We'll look at the tyres. So Digi is down to 4th. Barboso is in 5th. Wolfbane is back to 6th actually. So he went down I think to 10th. But with all the carnage going on into the hairpin, he's up to 6th. Vintulu is 7th, so he's made up some places. Jam is up to 8th. Cool Dubo, as we said, is down to 9th. TB4 is in 10th, and then we've got Cthulhu, already 30 seconds off the lead. Drunk Susan, who very well waited for him. We like to see that here in SNL. That's a good trait, to wait for someone when you take them off. Alexis in 13th, right. Let's see what Spunmire can do in the Toyota. So a good start, as we said. He's already well up in both the drop scores, and he's well up in the you find it in the total points. Yeah, he's 82 points off first, so he's had a good start to the season so far. So he is leading by 1.5. JJ Trim has also got a bit of a lead as well. So the first 3 have split out a bit, but Digi is now on the back of Bunnies. Now we would expect Digi, he's got a tyre advantage. Let's go on board. He's got a tyre advantage to the medium shod Lotus in front of him. So can he do anything about that Lotus? Not at the moment. It looks like Bunnies is actually doing a pretty good job in fending him off there. So So Wolfbane is up to 5th. He's got past Barboso. That's probably happened a while ago. And then we've got Cool Dude Boy is all over the back of the arrows. So let's see if we can get past. And we've got a Intulu behind us in the Toyota. So let's see, is he going to make a move as he goes down the inside? Looks like we've got him. But we also got the go from the back of the Benson Hedges liveried Jordan. So Intulu's following up. So both of them are on a bit of a charge. But Barboso is not letting that, let's go back to that, that's a good view there. Barboso is not letting Intulu go. You see the lag, it makes it bloody hard to compensate and even hard to race on. But it looks like Intulu is going to line up. Let's have a look. Is he going to line up the Jordan in front of him? No, he doesn't. Oh, look at that. We've got an arrow's been thrown down the inside and he's done it. What a great move that was. But it looks like Intulu is trying to go back and past him. So these two are having a good scrap already. And Jam's thinking, yeah, I'll have some of this. You guys can just play around and I'm going to see if I can pick up some pieces. Can he pick up some pieces of orange? Chocolate orange, here we come. And it looks like it's going to happen. I think Barboso's got a bit wide. Let's have a look. There he is. The Lost Boys is behind us now. SC on board from Barboso. Where's that Ferrari gone? We can't see one way. We look the other. Jam is right behind him. Oh, bit tail happy. These cars are tricky to drive. So, cracking battle already going on there. Let's have a look then. I can't get rid of those. That's annoying. I can't get rid of the YouTube messages. Right, so Spunmare got 1.6 lead over JJ Trim now. That's looking quite healthy, and Bunnies is dropping behind. But Bunnies, so what's happened to Digi? Digi has dropped here. I don't think we're going to see this. Let's have a look. No, already happened. No, so Digi is now down to 9th. So not having the best of starts in the Ferrari. But my Spunmare is going. But right, so it's the 29 lap race. You can see the front's actually not looking too bad. So he's done 3 laps and we're already a third of the way through his tyres. But as long as he can get it to 8 or 9 laps, that'll work. JD Trim, looking worse for tyres actually, so we'll keep an eye on that. Bunny's mediums look quite bad. So also, Cool Dude Boy is now past, on his softs, he's past Wolfbane. And he's just gone purple as well. So Wolfbane's doing his usual. I think does he do it deliberately, I wonder? Chuck it off and give himself a challenge. So he's got Wolfbane. Wolfbane, though, he's on the medium. So I think Wolfbane is... Actually, no, he's the second medium runner. We'll keep an eye on that. And Tulu is on his softs. He's recovering to 3rd. Barboso is shaken off Jam for the minute. So he's on his mediums, as is Jam. Digi's on his softs. So he'll be trying to make good on his softs now. If you're going to go with softs, you're going to use them. And TB4, he's on his mediums, and he's got the Astons behind him. So the Astons are on mediums, but actually they're interesting. They're dropping off quite a lot. They're now 20 seconds off the lead. Drunk Susan as well is doing 54s, whereas up at the front, Spunmare has done the fastest lap so far of 50.9. But he's in the 51s, so we'll keep an eye on this. Right, so pretty much status quo between the top 2. So Cool Dude Boy is now chasing after Bunnies, so 2 potential title protagonists going after each other. Bunnies had a bit of a wiggle there, and I think if we watch from the back of Bunnies' car, here we go, we can see Cool Dude Boy and the Jordan coming out. As Bunnies has done his fastest, the 52. Cool Dude Boy has just gone fastest, the 50.7. Nice we're actually finally getting the full complement of data on the left of the screen. We go through the S's. Cool Dude Boy is closing. Don't forget, Bunnies is on the mediums. The Cool Dude Boy, a little lift and it's flat through there. But then a lift coming out, getting the dirty air of the Lotus in front of us. Come down the hill, then brake. Oh, look at that, he's going to take a move. That was a great move. He's gone past. Wow, that was late, but that was a fantastic move by Cool Dude Boy. So up to 3rd now, 8 seconds off the lead, and lapping a second quicker. So Spunmare is slowly pulling away from JJ Trim, who's, but not by much, there's a couple of tenths between them there, but it's pretty close. So Cool Dude Boy is now up to 3rd, and he's 7.8, he's gaining. There's lighting up the front tyre, which is a bit bizarre how it does that, but here's Bunny's in 4th. Wolfbane is probably quite content where he's doing at the moment. He's actually, Bunny's was quicker that lap, but he's keeping a good distance to Bunny's. They're both on the mediums. In Tulu, already wrecking those softs. And what did we say in Tulu was running? In Tulu, he's running 2 softs and mediums, so he's going to hope that he'll be able to get those mediums to last a double stint. So Barboso doing a good job in the arrows. He's in 7th on his mediums, and Digi's up to 8th. So he's doing 52s at the moment. He's faster than 52. And Cthulhu, how's the Cthulhu doing? So he's on mediums, doing 53s. Which, if I compare that against Bunny's, doing 52s. So Cthulhu needs to find a little bit of pace, but he's settling in after the first lap drama. And TB4 in 10th, and we got then Drunk Susan attacking, by the looks of it, Jam. So Drunk Susan's last lap was a 53.8. Jam's was a 202. So Jam's obviously had a bit of an adventure there. These cars are tricky, and I think they're especially tricky if you're on a pad. So let's have a watch. We go through the S's, should be flat up the hill. And so we got an overlap. There we go. We're going to go past the Ferrari. There he goes. The tyre advantage. Oh, we've got a yellow. Why have we got a yellow? Who's gone off? Oh, it's Digi. Digi has gone off. Not enjoying that Ferrari round here. And he's going to be passed by his teammate as well. Oh, no, he's not. They're fighting. He's pushing. So we got Jam. He's right behind him. What can he do about his teammate? They're on different tyres. So in theory, Digi should... but Digi's just gone, so... Digi's struggling a little bit. And Lexus in 3rd, so joint championship leader on mediums, but he's also had another off. Right, back to the front we go. Not seeing much of him. The Spudmire's doing a lovely job. Look at that. That's what we like for consistency. 51.8, a 51.7, a 51.6. So he's now 3 seconds to the good. So he's got 2 mediums to come. So what are we looking here? So the softs are probably going to do 9 laps. So they will do. So if you got 2 sets of softs, you'll just about get it. But you need to see what the drop off is. But he's still lapping quickly. Whereas JJ, his tyres are looking a little bit more knackered. He might not get much more than 1 more lap out of this. So he's only going to get 7. JJ is on 2 softs and mediums. So he's got to hope that he can get. Yeah, it might just work. 14, 15 laps out of a set of mediums. Cool Dubois. He said at 50.7, but he's gained half a second on Spudmire. And his tyres are quite a lot better. And he's better on fuel as well. And he's better on overtake, so don't rule Cool Dubois out. You never rule him out. But he is on medium and hard, so Spudmire's got a tyre advantage in theory, using 2 sets of mediums, whereas Cool Dubois got a set of medium and hards. So Wolfbane and Bunnies. Let's go back. Was that just happened? I think it might have. Yeah, look at, so Bunnies is here. Did that just happen? I think it's just happened, isn't it? No, it hasn't. So, oh, that's gone back miles. That's gone back to lap 1. Weird replays. Don't know why that's done. So, Wolfbane is overtaken Bunnies, and now in Tulu he's all over the back. And Tulu's on soft. Looks like he's going to try and make a move into the hairpin as they go through the transition. This is tricky. Make sure you don't get the power on too early as you come up the hill. It looks like Bunny's got a nice getaway there. Obviously got decent traction. So Bunny's mediums are looking not much better than Tulu's soft. So that's interesting that the mediums, for the people who are using soft mediums, their tyre wear, if that medium is, I mean obviously he's on full tank, so it's gonna, the tyre wear is going to be higher. But if mediums are only doing 9 or 10 laps, then 2 softs and the medium are going to struggle to get 29 laps. That's Barboso doing. He's doing all right on his mediums as well, and his mediums look fine and dandy compared to Bunny's. So we have seen that before. The Bunny's is hard on his tyres. So if you compare the tyre deck there. So Barboso has got just under half of his life left. Bunny's is probably only got 1 more lap. So, interesting, and we got Ntulu on his tail. Ntulu has also got double softs and mediums, so he'll be in this lap. So this is not a slam dunk at all. Barbosa's looking good on his tyres. Cthulhu's looking pretty good. Cthulhu's up to 8th now, doing some reasonable lap times now. He's in the 53s. Looks like there's a couple of seconds difference between softs and... Oh, we got a battle here. So this is Digi battling with the Brawn. Let's go on board with the Brawn as we go down the hill. Digi's defending. He's gone round the outside, but no, Digi had a bit of a tighter line and does a bit better coming out. Or Brawn looks like gave him a little bit of a nudge, but Digi's tyres are wearing, so even Tyre Whisperer cannot keep his softs alive for that long, and the Brawn is attacking him with everything he can. Like 2009 all over again. And Jam's dropped off a little bit, back in the 54s. What can TB4 do? Closing goal, that was a bit of a... I think he was interested. Didn't quite make it, running traction control. It seems that most of the drivers are running traction control. The leader, Suspendmate, has now got a 6-second lead. He's still doing mid 51s on those softs. He's going to do another lap. JJ's in though, so JJ's lost his tyres, but Spunmeyer is still going, looking quite pearly on his. And Cool Boy is also looking a bit better actually, but he's just had a 54, so he obviously had a bit of an adventure and he's dropped a few seconds. So we got some stoppers in. JJ's in, he was out of tyres. Oh, I wish I have to turn that off. Remind me to turn the YouTube comments off on the screen. Right, so Ntulu comes out in 9th, and we've got JJ's TB4 is trying to pass him and does so. So Ntulu rejoins on another set of softs after 8 laps, so this is going to be tight. I mean, he should get mediums 13, you would think. Whereas Spermere is doing a great job up front in the Toyota. Dropped a little bit here, but he's consistently within half a second each lap, which is tremendous consistency. Looks like Cool Boy's got some pace, but both of these two are going to be in. Now the worry for Spunmeyer is he's half a lap to go. Is he going to run out of left front? Well, I have a feeling he's got to really nurse that car around, because that car's going to run out of his tyres. The Cool Boy is probably not that much better either. So Wolfbane, here is Wolfbane in the 52s now, so he's doing a nice job, pulling away a little bit from Bunnies. Let's see Spunmeyer's tyres. He's just going to make it, I think. So Barbosa is also doing a good job, doing a 52.8, which I think is on the pace of the two in front of him. It certainly is. Although Wolfbane just did a 52.2, so as his fuel comes down, he's gone through his fuel quite a lot. Actually, no, maybe not. And he's also got not much overtake as well. So Wolfbane is in the pound seat. So in comes the leader. Spunmeyer's in. Didn't have much tyre left, but he's just enough, and in comes Cool Boy as well, so they got, I think, 9 laps out of their tyres, and that should work nicely. So Wolfbane, Brawn GP takes the lead. Over the line he goes. Let's see where Spunmeyer's going to come out. He's going to come out in a nice third. Barbosa is in 4th. But Spunmeyer, he was pleased to get out in front of the arrows. That's good. So nicely away in 4th. Cool Boy has come out in 7th. So there you can see the difference. 9-10 seconds. Spunmeyer has got 3 cars in between them. So let's have a look at fuel. So he's fully fueled. So is Spunmeyer pretty much. So Wolfbane in the lead. Hopefully this might put a few more decals on the car. A few more sponsors now. The Brawn is leading. Bunnies is in 2nd. Doing a nice consistent job, but he's out of right front. His right front is toast. Whereas Wolfbane's still got a 3rd left on his. That's going to kill Bunnies, I think. Let's see if he starts losing time, as he has no grip. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it there. He's losing 3 tenths through that corner on its own. 4 tenths. So Spunmeyer is on a fresh set of softs. Who's that? Barbosa, who's doing a great job. And then he unfortunately dropped it coming out of the long left-hander, so his teammate's gone past JJ, who's just been in for a fresh set of mediums. Cthulhu, where's Cthulhu? What's he doing? So as he comes through, he's going to stop. He's on his mediums. Cool Boy is a fresh set of mediums. And Drunk Susan's still going. done a 53.0, so he's got decent pace. Not as quick as Wolfbane though. Wolfbane is definitely showing the way on his mediums here. So he might get 11 to 12, probably get 12 laps out of his. Right, Bunnies is in. And Bunnies didn't do too bad actually. I think he lost about a second. So those tyres, even though when they're right warmed down. But Bunnies has got, oh, he's got 2 mediums and hard, so he's not going to run out of tyres, but he's got to put another set of mediums on. Cool Do Boy is in 5th. And we've got any battles going on? Cthulhu. 6. Everyone's a little bit spread out at the moment. So let's see what comes out. The Cool Do Boy's in 4th. Out comes Barboso. No, he's still fueling. Drunk Susan's also in the pits. Jam has gone up now. Done a 53.1. So on the mediums, he's competitive. That's as quick as anybody. In fact, that might be the quickest on the track so far. Yeah, he's quicker than Wolfbane. So Jam's got the pace. Just needs to hang in there. Jam will be taking softs after this. And his tyres looking pretty good as well, so he can go nice and long on his mediums. And I think some of the double soft medium runners are going to struggle here. So Wolfbane is now 6.7 ahead of Spunmare. Looks like a pit stop is about 23 seconds. That gap's going to come down quickly. So JJ, he's on mediums, whereas Spunmare is on softs. Cool Do Boy, how's he doing on his mediums? He's in 4th, 15 seconds off the lead. So if we reckon there's 23 seconds in a stop, Cool Do Boy has got to take mediums and hards. Wolfbane has got a set of softs and mediums. So I think Cool Do Boy is going to be just in front of Wolfbane. Oh, Wolfbane is in. Okay, so that is quite telling. The Wolfbane thinks softs will do 9 laps. He's chosen to come in a little early. And he's obviously happy that lower fuel softs will do 9 laps. Spunmire then back into the lead. Got a 7.3 second lead now. So let's have a look. Cool Do Boy has got into 3rd. Wolfbane hasn't moved yet. Who else is around? So is Bunnies going to get Wolfbane? No, it looks like Bunnies is 6th. So Wolfbane has come out in front of Bunnies, although you can see the effect of the undercut there. Bunnies stopped a couple of laps earlier and has gained a couple of seconds I think on Wolfbane, but Wolfbane is now on fresh softs, whereas Bunnies has actually gone through a quarter of a tank of fuel already, so advantage to Wolfbane. Jam's up to 7th now, going long on the mediums. Drunk Susan still also going long on his mediums. He's doing a good job. We've got Cthulhu on fresh mediums, so you would expect Cthulhu to start attacking Drunk Susan. Any other battles going on? I think this is probably the closest battle at the moment. We'll stay with these guys. And Alexis is also, so he's on mediums, whereas Alexis hasn't stopped, has he? No, Alexis hasn't stopped, so he's making those tyres go a very long way. So can Cthulhu have a go at Drunk Susan? So fresh mediums versus pretty worn mediums. That corner is absolutely flat. But interesting, Cthulhu is actually not using traction control. Most people are. I think it's Drunk Susan actually. Jam's on traction control. Bunnies isn't, okay, so most people are, actually means hardly any. So, looks like Bunnies is closing on Wolfbane. That's interesting. So, Bunnies obviously got his tyres up temperature nice and quickly. And Tulu has just banged in, where is Tulu? Banged in a, where is Tulu? Well, Barbosa is being attacked by Alexis. Where is Tulu? I'm lost in Tulu. There he is. And Tulu has just gone fastest at 50.6, so let's keep an eye on him. 3 seconds behind Cool Do Boy. Cool Do Boy's on mediums. And Tulu's on soft. Right, Jam is in. Alexis is in. Jam's come out on softs. Alexis has just come in. He's absolutely shot medium. So Barboso has jumped Jan down to 10th, but he's on softs with 3/4 of a tank, so tyre wear should be pretty good. Right, up at the front, Spudmeyer, 7 seconds up, back into his mid 51s. He did a 51.0 and he's mid 51s now, nice and consistent. And Tulu is 13 seconds off. Tulu has got 2 sets of softs and a medium. And Spudmeyer is doing soft and 2 mediums. Actually no, Spudmeyer is on softs again. I thought Spudmeyer was doing 2 softs, 2 mediums and a soft. That's what he said in the chat, I think. Why is Spudmeyer on another set of medium softs? Okay, maybe I got that wrong, but I think he was definitely on softs to start with. Another 50.8 though, he's rattling on. JJ's still doing a great job in second. JJ has on his medium, so he's got 2 softs and mediums, so JJ's not out this at all, doing a great job in second. Cool Dude Boy doing 51.1s on his medium, so he's flying. Jordan's got some pace, he's almost matching. In fact, he's quicker. He's quicker than, well, almost as quick as the leader, who's on softs. Cool Dude Boy's on mediums, absolutely flying now the fuel's come down. Tulu in 4th place, did a 50.684. He's just done a 51.7, but he's getting through his softs. Tulu will be into his mediums. We're not halfway through yet. So how Wolfbane doing? So he's actually pulled away a little bit. I think he's got a bit of temperature into his tyres now. He's just done another 52.171, which is 500ths away from his fastest. So Wolfbane's back on the pace again. Bunny's on his medium did a 51.7 and he's on a PB again, so it looks like the mediums, when the fuel comes down a bit, are quick. He's that pace, he'll be fast, he'll be closing back in on Wolfbane, so 2.6, so we'll keep an eye on that, but Wolfbane has just done a cracking corner because he's just pulled away from him. Right, so game on in for 5th. This is what's good about the tyre strategy, we've no idea how this is going to play out. Right, so Cthulhu's done a 52.7 on his mediums as well, so the mediums are coming in now and we're getting lots of 52s. So keep an eye on him. Barboso, he's got Drunk Susan behind him. I think this is probably the key battle. Let's see how this one pans out. Narrows driver. 54. He's got Drunk Susan, who's had a good start to the season. Where is Drunk Susan? The cumulative points. Drunk Susan is... he's 5th in the total scores on 48 points. So he's had a good start. If we look at the actual standings, he's 6th with 21, but he's had a good start, Drunk Susan, the Lotus. Are there any other battles going on? Let's see. Let's have a flick through what's going on here. The Cool Dude Boy is still in the 50s on those. He's got even quicker actually, 50.9 on his medium, so he is flying. And compare that to Spudmeyer, so Cool Dude Boy is lapping faster than the leader despite having mediums versus softs. We compare that because the JJ Trim is doing a 51.5, which is still pretty quick. He's a couple of tenths slower than what's Spudmeyer gone off then? A couple of tenths slower than Spudmeyer. And Cool Dude Boy is catching him by 3/4 of a second a lap. And he's got more overtake as well, so looks like we could have a battle for second pretty soon. But then Cool Dude Boy has got to go on to hards. Kind of going to ruin it a little bit, but he's doing a good job. Let's see what the tyre situation is for Cool Dude Boy. I'm pretty certain he's got hards to come. He has. Alright, so he does another very quick lap, a 51 dead. So regularly doing low 51s. Guys in front of him are high 51s, although Spotmeyer's just done a 51.2, but he's on softs. So Cool Dude Boy could be with a shout, been on tyre wear, but he's got hards unfortunately. But I think he's on for a good result here. So in Tulu was doing some cracking pace, he's now in the 52s. And he's probably only going to get a couple more laps out of that. Wolfbane, how's Wolfbane doing? So Wolfbane has actually been caught by Bunnies. So he was a couple of seconds up, just done a 52.2, so he's lapping pretty much at his max pace. Bunnies has just done a PB of a 51.5, which is, I think, the second fastest on mediums, only to Cool Dude Boy, so he's coming at him. Let's have a look, Cool Dude Boy now, he's a second off, and he's on another PB. So as the fuel goes down, that Jordan's starting to fly. He's 3 times up on his PB already, so that is going to be very, very close to fastest lap territory on mediums. Let's have a quick watch. Just go on top of the roll hoop, over the halo, as we go up over the hill. Here's a kink into 35R, a tight, long left-hander. We're getting close now. Traction control lighting up as we go into this very tricky downhill. Right then, on the brakes from the left. Don't take too much curb on the apex or the exit. Then we come into the final corner. Nice late apex. Away we go on the power. So he's closing. Let's have a watch from the back of JJ's car. JJ's doing a great job in the arrows. Way better than they were in Formula 1. Intulu is in. Intulu's decided, so he's got to get his mediums last 13 laps, which is not a foregone conclusion, I think. Let's see how Bunny's doing. So Bunny's is doing alright in these mediums. They seem to be wearing a lot less. So back to third. To Cool Dude Boy now. He's on the back of JJ. We come down the hill. The heartbreaking zone of the double hairpin, double right, double left. Looks like JJ's gone a little bit wide. He's all a bit oversteer here. It's Cool Dude Boy going to take a run up the hill as we go into the chicane. That'd be a brave person to do that. As we go blasting up the hill, we're now on the almost the driver's seat. He looks like he's going to make a move as he goes past. I think he's done him. I think he's going as they go side by side around the long left-hander. JJ's trying to hang it around the outside but doesn't make it. But is he going to make a move to come back? Cool Dude Boy defends a bit as we go into the right-hander, as we go across the intersection. JJ's going to try and make a move, but surely not. He's on mediums, but he's, Cool Dude Boy hasn't got this one done yet. He's on the overtake to try and make sure he gets a little bit of a gap, just to make sure JJ can't have a go into the hairpin. But JJ's having a move. He's trying to do it. Oh, Cool Dude Boy gets the back end out, and JJ's right on him. It looks like a little tap there. So they go into the chicane. Cool Dude Boy got on the power bit over. Oh, so there we go. That's what happens when you're keen to get on the power as early as you can. He's run a little bit wide. Now he's got a bit of grass and all sorts of crap on his tyres. So a cracking battle there. That was fun. Right, so Cool Dude Boy is now into second, but he's now 10.5 off the lead. Lost 1.5 seconds to his fastest. Spotmeyer still firmly in the 51s. Right, anything else going on? So Bunnies and Cool Dude Boy are still super close. So Bunnies just done a 51.9. Cool Dude Wolfbane has raised his game. He's into the 51s now in the mediums, and his tyres are looking a lot better. But neither of them used their overtake. So I've seen this for a while actually, that Wolfbane doesn't tend to use his overtake until late in the race. He obviously likes to keep it for defending. So what can Bunnies do? Right, so a quick search through. So in Tulu, he's up to 6th now. He's got Cthulhu who's recovering, doing a good job. He's doing 52s now in his mediums. Jam has got Barboso. I'll get that right eventually. So I'm not sure if that's a recent thing. Let's have a look. Oh, it's gone back to that one as well. I love the way it does that. Stupid game. Right, Barboso looks like he's having another go at Jam. There's still a lot of lag going on as well. Come on, PD, you need to fix this. Right. Oh, that looks like a pun. He sent Jam off into the shadow realm. He's waiting for him. Good on you, Barboso. Alright, let's try and get that again. No, let's go back to that one as well. Stupid. I'm determined to try and get this right. Yeah, oh, we just missed it. Oh, it gives me a replay there, that's cool. This is lap 18 of 29. Look at that, that's nice, isn't it? Right, these two still at it. So, Barboso's got mediums, Jam's on soft, so Barboso is doing a good job here, keeping Jam in check. Because Jam should really be pulling away on this soft. Oh, oh, the lag is dreadful, that looked like he did it again. Just went straight on. So, let's have a look at the arrows. We go through the downhill chicane. Make sure you don't overcook it as you go in. And into the last corner we go. We've got any other battles going on? Let's have a look at the track map. Oh, we got a battle in front as well by the looks of it. So what's going on here? Tulu is on the back of Cthulhu. So in Tulu, Cthulhu's on mediums, and Tulu's on mediums, but these two are the same tyres, but in Tulu's are much fresher. And Cthulhu is going to be due a stop soon as well. Whereas in Tulu, I think he's done for his stop for the day. So I would expect him to close up quite rapidly and see what he can do to pass. Oh, well, we got a spinner there. Who was that? Just no spinner. That's a spinner. Who's that? Wolfbane. Wolfbane has come round. No, 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 no. Wolfbane, what happened there? Oh, there he just drops it on the outside. Dropped it on the outside, coming through the long left-hander. So Bunnies is now up to fourth. His tyres are going though. What's Bunny's got left? He's got hards to come, I think. So in comes the leader. His softs are done, but he's managed to get 9 and 10 laps out of his softs. So he will now go on to mediums. I'm sure he said two mediums and a soft, but anyway, let's see what happens. Unless that's JJ. Oh, I don't know. Might be Carl. Right, let's see though. Spummy comes out into second. We've got JJ Trim as well. Where's he coming out? So Cthulhu's a little bit behind him. Cthulhu's still keeping Tulu behind him. So JJ's come out in fifth. He's on to mediums now. Cool Dude Boy, he's on his mediums, but he's going to be coming out in hards. So he's still banging in the 51s. But Speltmeyer is now away. He's on his mediums, but he's filled up to the end. Whereas Bunnies is still doing a good job on his mediums. Bunnies, though, is also going to be, I believe, on his hards. Yeah, so let's see what Bunnies can do from there. Wolfbane was doing a sterling job there. You can see he lost 8 seconds of that spin. What can he do? He's 21 seconds behind. And he will be on... What will he be on? He'll be on, I think he'll be on softs. So he can go on the attack here. So for instance, Cool Dude Boy is going to be on hards, and Wolfbane will be on softs. So podium is still on the cards here for Wolfbane. What's Cool Dude Boy doing? So he's still got a few more laps out. So he's going to do a really, probably, where are we? Lap 20. So he'll probably do 6 or 7 laps on hards. Spaltmeyer then. So looking nice and toasty. Bunnies in third. Have we got any other battles in? Bunnies in third. So here comes Cool Dude Boy. Where is he going to come out? So I would have thought he would have done an extra lap. At least an extra lap with mediums, because he's not got the hards on. But let's see. So Splash and Dash. So Bunnies is in as well. So Bunnies is coming to get rid of his mediums too. Where's Wolfbane? Here comes Wolfbane. I think he's going to get up to second. No, he's not. Cool Dude Boy's done him. But Cool Dude Boy's on hards. And Wolfbane's on nice, reasonably warm, but nice warm mediums. So here we go. Battle between Cool Dude Boy and Wolfbane for second. Although Wolfbane has got to do a stop, but it'll be a Splash and Dash. I will come in pretty soon if I were you, Wolfbane, because your softs are going to do 10 laps. Get the most of them. Right, Cool Dude Boy out on his fresh hards. JJ Trim is doing a good job in 4th. He's got Bunnies, so JJ's on mediums, Bunnies on hards. So let's see. Cthulhu is 4 seconds behind Bunnies, but he has to stop. Intulu is where is that? So he's probably what, 6 seconds, 6-7 seconds behind, but he's on medium. So let's see if Intulu can catch Bunnies. Barboso 22 seconds behind Intulu on mediums, but he's got to stop. Then Alexis, I imagine he's probably got another set of mediums to come. He's in 9th. The Jam's down in 10th, but he's on fresh softs now. He can run to the end. Let's see where he can get those two. Drunk Susan, not having such a great race. He's on softs now, 10.4 behind Jam and TB. And we've lost someone, didn't notice that. Oh, TB's gone wide. So we've lost someone. So, Spunmeyer, 11 up. Wolfbane, he's got cool. So Wolfbane, we've missed it. Let's see if we can catch that. Sega takes the lap one. Oh, he does. Oh, here we go. So we got. He looks like he got him into the hairpin. Nice move by Wolfbane. He's on the better tyres, so this is what we expect. But don't forget, Wolf is in though. Here we go. So he did him and then came straight into the pits. These will be softs and there'll be a splash and dash. But we reckon what, about 20 seconds for a stop? Maybe less. So he is now 29 behind the leader. He's coming just in front of it. Cthulhu is in. That's Cthulhu. So Cthulhu will probably come back out in 7th. Barboso is in 8th. He's about to stop. And we've got Alexis as well. So Barboso goes in. Alexis stays out, but he's going to have to stop soon. So it looks like Jam's going to inherit a place. He does indeed, up to 9th. Drunk Susan will also inherit a place. And TB bring up the rear. So, Spunmare, 52s, low 52s, that'll do nicely. Cool Dude Boy, 57. So that was his out lap. You can see how much slower they are, but he's just done. So Drunk Susan has just banged in a 50.489. So he shows that Lotus has got the pace. Where were we? So Wolfbane, let's see what he can do. So he's 3.2 behind Bunnies. So Bunnies on his hards did a 56.4. Wolfbane is now on softs and is going to be flying. We should get a split fairly soon. So let's see how he's doing. So that gap is going to roll pretty quickly. You can see it visually. It's coming down by chunks. Then Tulu on mediums. He looks reasonably set. Although Cthulhu's on soft, so he might be coming back. Alexis is going to stop soon, so he'll lose a position to Jam. Let's watch this battle for 4th. I think that's probably the closest battle we have. Well, actually, no, it's reasonably close. So what's this? Alexis is going to be in. So Jam is catching him quite quickly by the looks of it. Alexis is 53.2. Jam did actually 54.2. So actually Jam lost a little bit there, but Alexis will be in. Right, Bunnies. He's now 1.5 ahead. Still doing a good job. He don't lost 3/10 through the first sector, even in hards. Alexis is in. Let's see what he does. The Jam's past him. Alexis will probably be on I'm not sure. Is he taking 2 mediums? Is he going to do softs? Splashing down. I imagine, yeah, he'll be on softs coming out. Yep, there he goes. So should get some pace from him. He's just been passed by Barboso. And that's a straight. Oh, that's wide round there. They don't be around there, and he's gone round. Unfortunately, that means Alexis is back up to 10th. We're pleased to see that. So, Cool Dude Boy, what's he doing? He's doing 52s on his hards. That's pace, so he's 52 on his hards. Let's have a look at Bunnies. Bunnies is doing 53.7. In fact, we've missed Wolfbane going past him. Let's have a look. It had already happened. It already happened. Yeah. Yeah, already happened. Right, so what can... In theory, JJ Tripp's got better tyres, but he's only lapping a second faster than Cool Boy. Whereas Bunny's also on the hards doing 53, so Bunny's is now 2 seconds behind Wolfbane, so that spin of Wolfbane, yeah, it'd be interesting. He lost about 8 seconds, so he would be right up with JJ. And Wolfbane has just done a 49.5. That is quick. You see with half tanks now, the fuel in GT7 as compared to GT Sport does seem to play a big difference. When the cars are lighter, proportionately the kilos per second seems to be a lot higher. Or second per kilo seems to be a lot higher in GT7. So he is now flying on his half tanks. That's very, very quick. So I was going to say he would be right out with JJ. He would be, but at that pace, if he's doing 49s and JJ is doing 52s, which is a pretty decent lap time, 52.0 on. Ah, Barbosa's gone. That's a shame. Close to the end as well. So JJ is 2.5 seconds down, and we've got 5 laps to go. So at that pace, Wolfbane could catch him. Cool Boy. So we've got Cool Boy second is on hards, JJ third is on mediums, and Wolfbane on softs is fourth. So we could have a bit of a concertina here, but I think Cool Boy is going to be probably just okay. You think, considering he had a bit of a carnage first lap again, he'd be up there with Spuntmeyer despite using hards. So we'll keep an eye on that gap. So he did a 52.2, which is very quick on hards. JJ did a 51.7 on his mediums, but that's not enough. We've got 5 laps to go. He needs to be catching by more than that. Whereas Wolfbane has done a 50.6, so he took a second that lap. Which again, if JJ can keep it to that, that'll be enough. Let's see what Bunnies is doing. 52.9 on his hards, so I think he's probably safe in 5th. He's actually lapping quicker on hards than Tulu's on mediums. There's Cthulhu, who's just done 50.3 as well, so that's a very quick lap on his softs. Jam's also done his PB at 50.6, so the times are coming in now. Drunk Susan did a 50.4 early in the stint. Lex has done a 50.5, so you can see it, but Wolfbane's lap was, I think it was well over half a second faster than anyone else. So the pace was definitely there from the Brawn. 0.6 down this lap. Keep an eye on these two. 6.5, it's actually going up a little bit, so I think JJ is doing enough here, which would be an excellent run. So Bunny's current championship leader on drop scores. Although, let's have a look. Drop scores will be interesting. I'm not going to say anything, it will be interesting. It'll be very interesting. Right, so, how many laps we got to go? We have 4 laps to go. Spummer goes into the long turn 6. Let's just see if there's any other battles we should be watching. Oh, there's a battle here. It's a Cthulhu. So what's Cthulhu doing? Cthulhu's got softs on. So is in Tulu. Right. Let's watch in Tulu. Downshift. We go through turn 1. So Cthulhu's on mediums and Cthulhu's on softs. I think that might be a change of position. Yes, it was. So Cthulhu is now up to 6th. So fine back from that start that he had. I think he's just passed Cthulhu. Looking at the lap times, Cthulhu's doing 53s. Cthulhu's done a 50.3 and a 51. Well, Cthulhu's got the Aston up to 6th. Currently joint second in the championship. Spunkmere. Those mediums 52.8. Cool Dubois 51.7. So Cool Dubois still banging in those lap times. 51's on the hards. JJ's not even catching on him, and then you can see the Wolfbane now. He's had the best of those tyres. He's now in the 51s. So he's still catching a second or so a lap on JJ, which is probably making JJ feel a little uncomfortable. Wolfbane has got a lot of overtake left as well, so he's been there running this like qualifying mode. That's probably where that 49.6 came from. That was probably almost a full lap of overtake on. So he's done a 50.7 against a 52.1. So 1.5 seconds with 3 laps to go. It's going to be tight. If he stays on it, it's going to be tight. Have we got any other battles? I think everyone else is fairly well spread out. Tulu's in 6th. On his mediums, he looks like his tyres are going to be okay. Tulu had a bit of a skirmish that lap. He's just done a 2-minute 1. I'll keep Jam interested. Think if he does that again, I'll love it. So this is how the cars should look. This is the host. Look how smooth and nice that looks. Can we have all 14 cars? Jam is purple. Let's just sit on board with Jam. Look at that flat through there. Shows the grip of these cars. That's amazing. He's purple again. 0.14 up. Goes a little bit wide, but that's alright. Keeps it tight. Then hooks this left-hander, get on the curb a little, drag it round and get on the power. Oh, a little bit wide, but not too bad. Yeah, lost a little bit of time there. So let's just stay on board as we go up the hill. Is this flat? Oh, it is. Look at that, low fuel, that is flat. Look at that, easy flat as well. So he's lost a little bit of time there. Nice to watch Jam at work. Right, Spunkmere's actually dropping. He's down to 53s now. Cool Dubois is still chasing him down. JJ's not. So Cool Dubois and JJ are pretty equal now. And Wolfbane has done a 54. So he's had a bit of an adventure there. I wager that was probably pushing pretty hard. That's probably him done now. So JJ, as long as he doesn't throw off the road, I think it's going to be okay. So, Spunkmere on his penultimate lap. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at stats, shall we? Stats, where are you? Oh, that is way too small to read. Okay, right, on to the transition for the penultimate time goes Spunkmere. Is there any other battles going on? I don't think so. It looks close-ish between Drunk Susan. Drunk Susan's on softs, which look pretty knackered, doing 52.0. Alexis is coming at him with 51.1, so this could get spicy. Right, remember that. So where is Spunkmere? He's just coming through the chicane. Coming on to his last lap. Right, Drunk Susan, how's he doing? Is he going to be able to defend against a rapidly approaching Aston Martin? So we've got a 2023 Aston closing on 1968 Team Lotus. Right, where's Spunkmere doing? Right, so round we go for the last time through the S's. Got a comfortable lead, 11.2 seconds. Nice and easy flat up here. Into the long right left-hander for last time. That's flat as well. Anything going on here? So Drunk Susan still 0.8 up. What's in front there? Let's have a quick scan through. Oh, it's Drunk Susan, that's the battle here. So Tiny saying, struggling to focus on my other task whilst watching the end of the race. Yeah, can your boy hang on? So here comes Spunkmere. Where are we now? We're coming up the hill through the chicane. They're very close. He's got a bit of a while away. So Drunk Susan is now only 0.3 ahead of Alexis. We'll keep an eye where Spunkmeyer is. He is coming into the transition, lifted a bit actually there for some reason. Right. So is Alexis going to have a go as we go through the first corner? He's got a tyre advantage. Let's go back. Up the back from the Lotus. Coming down the hill now. Is he going to defend as we come down the hill? He's defending, and it looks like Alexis is going to try and go around the outside. This is flat, so it'd be hard to do. But meanwhile, while I'm looking at Spunkmeyer, where Spunkmeyer is coming, so he's just approaching the last couple of corners. Down into the transition we go. We got to catch Spunkmeyer. So round the last corner comes Spunkmeyer. I think this is win number 2 in SNL. I'm not sure what that first win was, but what a brilliant drive from the Toyota driver. Fantastic win. Well done, Spunkmeyer. Takes a beautiful win. Right, so Cool Dubo's got a few seconds and we go back on to this battle for 9th. Here we go. Drunk Susie defending for all he can. Want to try and toggle between this battle here. Looks like Alexis has got him, so they come round. He has got him. What a nice move by Alexis. Is defending. Cool Dubo's got 2nd. JJ Trimmer's got 3rd. So brilliant from them two. Let's see what's going on. We're still seeing these two fight. So cool. Wolfbane, brilliant 4 from him. So we're missing a few of them to go over the line, but we need to catch the score. So a great 5th from Bunnies with the hard. So these two are still at it. Apologies. Right, let's see what we got for 5th. For Bunnies to finish, and Tulu's coming across the line for 6th. Good 6 from him. Cthulhu is 7th, and then Jan will be 8th, but we're still following this battle here to the line between Alexis and Drunk Susan. Here comes Jam, across the line he goes, almost running out of fuel. Well done, Jam, for 8th, and Alexis looks like he's going to get 9th. That was a cracking last couple of corners from those two. So Alexis gets 9th, Drunk Susan gets 10th, and we've got TB4 just coming around. So, what a win from Spunkmeyer. Great stuff. Won by 11 seconds to the end. Cool Duboy finishes a great 2nd. He'll be pleased with that. He had a bit of a rough first lap and then got 2nd place despite having hard tyres. So that's a great 2nd. I think, pending any inquiries, I think that'll take him to the top of the leaderboard. So JJ will finish 3rd. Let's just see if TB is going to come across the line. Let's follow him as he comes up to the last corner. Let's go back to the tyres. Where's my tyres gone? Cannot find it. Tyres. So, TB4 finishes 11th. Well done for sticking it out. Over he comes. So, there we have it. Round 4 at Kyoto. Let's go to the results. So, there is your winner, Spunkmeyer. Gets pole, clean race, and a win. Fantastic result. Right, so round 4 of season 5, Spunkmeyer wins by 11.128 seconds from Cool Duboy. I'd say Cool Duboy pleased with that, getting hards. So you can see the lap time very close between a 50.8 for Spunkmeyer, 50.7 for Cool Duboy. JJ Trim gets a cracking 3rd in the arrows. Let's see where he currently is in the standings. So he's had a good start. He's had, I think he's at a 2nd. He's at a 2nd in round 2. So another podium for him. Good start for the arrows team. And then Wolfbane in 4th did a 49.6. Wolfbane in the chat saying too many mistakes. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You definitely had the pace there. So Braun gets a 4th. Which I think is probably equal to Wolfbane's best results so far. Bunny's in 5th, so current championship leader gets a 5th place, but he had to use the hards as well, so it's a good result from him. Did 51.3 in the end, but he was on some harder tyres. Let's check. What did Bunny's use? Yeah, Bunnies was on mediums and hard, so that's a good result. 5th using the hardest set of tyres in the race. Yes, no one else used 2 mediums and a hard, so good 5th from him. And Tulu gets 6th for the Toyota. Good result from Tulu. Cthulhu, after dropping to the back, has a Aston Martin nightmare first lap. He recovered to 7th, a good 7th. Jam gets 8th in the first Ferrari, and I think it was Digi that went, wasn't it? It was indeed. Yep, so 9th, Alexis. So the Aston Martins got 1-2 in the previous round. Now back, now we'll drop back a bit. So they got a 7th and 9th. So Alexis gets, and he got a 49.6, so a fraction off fastest lap. So again, Aston's had the pace. He gets 9th. And Drunk Susan in 10th, losing out to cracking past that battle, Alexis. 10th was Drunk Susan. And then TB4 gets 11th but finished, whereas Digi and Barboso both had a disconnect. So there we have it. That is your round 4 from Kyoto Driving Park. Hope you enjoyed that. We will see you for round 5, which, let me check where that will be. That will be from Le Mans, to coincide with the fact that next weekend is Le Mans 24-hour. It will not be live, I don't think, unless we get another commentator in, because I will be in a track in Germany. In fact, I'll be driving back from Germany. So enjoy that one. Look forward to that. And then there'll be a break, and then there'll be round 6. We'll be actually at the Nordschleife. That'll be good fun. Right, so thanks for everyone for joining us. Hope you enjoyed that. We will see you for round 5 at the Circuit de la Sarthe. Thank you and a good night.